Bienvenido nuevamente a Cassápolis, Michigan. En este video vamos a conocer de primera mano la increíble historia del Kentucky Rey de 1847. Quiero agradecer especialmente a Cindy y a Mike, quienes compartirán con nosotros sus conocimientos y nos ayudarán a entender lo que realmente ocurrió aquí hace más de 175 años. Y bueno, todo comenzó en estas calles el 20 de agosto de 1847, cuando 13 cazadores de esclavos llegaron desde Kentucky y capturaron a 9 personas que buscaban su libertad. Lo que ocurrió después convirtió al condado de Cass en un símbolo de esperanza y resistencia. Así que acompáñenme a descubrir y a ver todas estas locaciones que Mike y Cindy nos van a mostrar y los que nos van a contar ellos. De verdad que es impresionante. Así que vamos a verlo.
Hello and welcome to James E. Bonine House. In 1843, James E. Bonine, a Quaker and abolitionist, came from Wayne County, Indiana. Quakers believed that slavery was a sin against God and man. To abolish something means you want to end it. In 1844, he married Sarah Bogue. She's the daughter of Stephen Bogue, and Stephen Bogue is a station master on the Underground Railroad. His house is just west of here. About 1845, they built the front part of the house, a Greek revival. 2 bedrooms on top, 2 parlors on the bottom. The kitchen was an outbuilding. Freedom seekers were not hidden here in the house. In 1850, he built the carriage house across the street. A lot of people call it the Big White Barn. And on the 3rd floor is where he gave food, shelter, and clothing to freedom seekers before they would go on to their next station. In 1853, just southwest of the carriage house, he purchased 640 acres of land, Section 33. He invited free blacks and freedom seekers to come clear the land. They could use the wood to build their houses, they could use it for firewood, they could sell it. They could work for anybody that they wanted to, save up their money, buy their own farms. Their children got to go to school. It became known as Ramp Town, R-A-M-P, because of the wild leeks that grow in our area. In 1870, after the Civil War, he added the tower, the porches, in the back part of the house. In 2010, the Underground Railroad Society of Cass County purchased the home. The house was in real bad shape. It was 6 months away from total structure failure. They called in engineers from Kalamazoo. They came in, they took down the first floor of the southwest corner, took it all the way down to the foundation, redid the foundation, used most of the original bricks to put it back together. We have a couple of steel beams to help us stay up for another 181 years. Over there is our lion. He was in pretty bad shape too when we purchased the house. He just looked like a big gray rock out there with grass growing up around him. And throughout the years, pieces would fall off and people would find him out in the yard and put him back by his paws. His nose even fell off. Jerry Weaver, a local artist from Dowagiac, he did the restorations on our lion. We say we're lucky to have the home. We named him Lucky, and we say before you go, rub his nose for luck. And if you're ready to go in, we're gonna go in. In the 1845 part of the house right now, it went from that doorway right here to that doorway right there. Okay. In 1845. In 1845, it would have been the 12/12 little glass pane windows. In 1870, when he did the remodel, it's called the Second Empire style of architect. He elongated the windows, added the tower, and the staircase. The original staircase, we believe, came from this area down that way.
Oh.
And then in 1870, he mail-ordered this staircase from Chicago, Illinois. It came to you in a big box and you got it to put it together. And there is signage throughout the house. So if you would like to come and do a self-guided tour, there's signage telling you about the rooms. And this is James's brother, Lot Bonine. Lot Bonine had a farm just south of the carriage house. And on his farm, he made the bricks for this house here and for the Quaker Meeting House in Vandalia. Unfortunately, the Quaker Meeting House in Vandalia is no longer standing, but we managed to save some of their bricks, so if we have to do repairs here on the house, we can use those bricks. In 1845, there was a fireplace in this room here and in the other parlor. In 1870, he did a remodel. He removed the fireplaces. I'm not sure what they heated with after that. He stored the mantle in one of the outbuildings, and we brought it back in to show you where there would have been a fireplace in 1845. And on this wall here, we have in the middle, we have James and Sarah. And on the left-hand side, we have their 4 children. And on the top right, we have 4 generations of Bonines. We have Sarah Bonine, her son Isaac Bonine, her grandson Gordon Bonine, and her great-grandson Elwood Bonine. Elwood Bonine will move in the house in 1934, and he will become a Michigan State Senator. On the bottom right is Isaac and his wife honeymooning. Guess where? Niagara Falls. And you can see that the time period is the time period around Abraham Lincoln and Mary Todd's Lincoln, because of the top hat and the dress that she's wearing. As we come into this parlor, I'm going to say, please look up. In 2011, when the Underground Railroad Society of Cass County came in to start cleaning the house, the roof was leaking, the plaster was cracking, and the paint was coming off in gobs. And they noticed a little bit of color over there in the corner, and they go, wait, what's this under here? And they carefully removed the paint and the plaster to reveal this hand-painted stenciling. There were areas that were missing and had faded out. We had 2 wonderful artists come in, and they did the restoration on the stenciling. And we are using those colors from the stenciling for our wall colors. We have time period furniture in here, but we also have some of James and Sarah's original pieces of furniture. Their 6th generation granddaughter had it in St. Charles, Missouri. And for 2 years, one of our members spoke back and forth with her, and in 2016, she says, I'm downsizing. If you like any of the furniture and personal belongings, please come down and get them. 2 of our members went down. They brought back this piece here. There's a piece in our office, a piece in our Underground Railroad room, a table and chair in our landing, and wait until you see the Bonine bed. If you think those Quakers were simple people, it's a pretty fancy bed for simple people. The piano is a Chickerney piano built in Boston, Massachusetts. Chickerney was one of America's first piano builders. And that sign over there tells you the story of the piano. So if you have not too pretty of a wood, in 1870, James E. Bonine hired a local painter whose specialty was graining. So he could paint any type of wood to make it look like Burr maple, English walnut, and American walnut. And so that is painted. It is not the actual wood. It's painted to look like the different types of wood. We always thought in 1870, when he did the remodel of the house, he built another kitchen, because this fireplace was covered up with plaster. And about 5 years ago, our masonry people were outside doing some work on the outside of the house, and they said, how would you like for us to uncover the fireplace and see what condition it's in? To say that we were excited is to say the least. They removed the layer of plaster, they removed one layer of bricks in the firebox, and they go, this is the 1845 kitchen. These bricks match the bricks that are on the front of the house. And there is another fireplace in the basement right below it. 2 working restrooms. We have one here and one upstairs. And so if you need to use our restroom, feel free to do so. Historically, the right time period that they would have used in 1870, but it is not the original wallpaper. Because ladies wore long dresses, and they would have either their mother teach them how to raise their dresses, or they would have their daughters and teach them how to raise their dresses to help them go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
And that's why you have the maid of honor at weddings, is to help her lift her dress to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
This is our office. It probably would have been a downstairs nursery in the 1870s. And this shows you what the house looked like in 2010. As you can see how the foundation is giving way and the house is almost going down. The roof was in bad shape as well, and so was the tower. One of our roofers was on the tower doing some repair, and there was a loose shingle. He flipped it over. It had green paint on it, so that's how we knew what color to paint our tower roof. In 1953, Elwood Bonine sold the farm to the Wright family. The Wright family had small children that liked to climb out onto the roof of the porches. At that time, the porches had become in disrepair, so Mr. Wright just took the porches off the house. Our architects used a lot of photographs of the house to be able to draw up the blueprints for our contractors. In December 2014, the first post went in. By the fall of December 15, the porches were done. Over 1,000 hand-cut pieces were done here on site. So you may have heard that the Underground Railroad would use candles or lanterns in their windows to let freedom seekers and conductors know that it was a safe stop for them to stop and rest, maybe get something to eat and drink, before they would go on to their next station. The Bonine family, Mary Charlotte tells that her grandmother would set her down in the parlor and tell her the story of the Bonines. The Bonines would put a red lantern in the 3rd floor window of the carriage house to let them know it was a safe stop on the Underground Railroad.
Miren, voy a subir por estas escaleras. Miren, aquí estoy viendo a Oscar Sander. Miren, esta persona que está aquí, Oscar Sander, y del cual les voy a contar ahorita algo más adelante. Miren esto. 1900 tiene allí esa foto. Y bueno, esta es la familia de Sander. Miren, la verdad que esta historia a mí me tiene de verdad bastante impactado, fascinado, no sé. Me gusta mucho esta historia y vamos a ir a una parte de la casa que tiene una historia bastante importante. Y es que vamos a ir exactamente aquí a la torre. Miren esto. Este es el vidrio de la torre de la casa que da a la carretera principal. Uy. Pero vamos a seguir subiendo. Miren, y Oscar Sander, que es el que les acabo de mostrar hace rato, usó estas ventanas, exactamente estas ventanas. Miren. Y es que exactamente él desde aquí pudo ver cuando llegaron las personas que atrapaban a esclavos fugitivos y él estaba aquí escondido. Supongo que no lucía como luce ahora, pero la verdad que sí, este gato estaba confundido con la torre. Pensé que era esta ventana, pero no, es la de arriba. Ahorita de todas maneras voy a preguntarle a Cindy para que me dé la información exacta. Miren, como es de costumbre, siempre trato de llevarme un imán para mi nevera. Encontré estos aquí que me dio Cindy. Son gratis porque son para apoyar. También tenemos esta foto. Tenemos bastantes cosas aquí de souvenirs. Y si quieren venir a apoyar, pueden visitar. Por allí les voy a dejar la dirección de esta locación. También pueden visitar su página web y conocer esta increíble historia y bueno, poder hacer sus donaciones que también serían de mucha ayuda para seguir manteniendo estos lugares de verdad impresionantes.
I hope you come and see us. We are open Monday through Friday, 2 to 5, and on Saturday and Sunday. So if you have the time, please stop in and visit us and learn the great history of this wonderful little town of Vandalia, the James E. Bonine House, the Bonine Carriage House, the Bogue House, and our little one-room school, Brownsville. We think you will enjoy it. Please stop in. Gracias.